mean, if I wasn't worried about getting caught. Put yourself in my shoes for a minute. Takes you 3 days to get your brother on the phone. Once you do, he sounds like a fucking lunatic. Accusing you of shit. And then to top it all off, he asks for interrogation reels of serial killers. What the hell am I supposed to think, huh?
You asked if you could help.
Yeah, I did. Well, just tell me what you need him for then. Jacob, come on, what do you need him for?
I'm just trying to understand, Tom. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Understand what?
The world we live in is such a sick place. I'm not commending it, but I'm not going to pretend I don't see it, because I see it everywhere. And I'm just trying to understand. That's it.
I don't know, man. Okay, if I do this, I want you to promise me that you're gonna cut this shit out. All of it. This isolation, this self-destructive bullshit. You gotta move forward, Jacob. It's killing me here, man. Not a day goes by where I don't wish it were me who was sent over there. Give anything to see things the way they used to be.
Please don't just give me those reels.
Let's see what I can do.
Hey, Nix. How you doing, man?
Okay.
Oh, good. So, maybe we could sit down. I can buy you a cup of coffee.
No, Marlon, let's not pretend that our relationship is anything more than what it is.
What do you mean?
What I mean? The only reason why I'm here is because you got something that I want.
What's that? Sense of humor?
You're not cute, Marlon. You're not funny. What you are is a worthless, homeless piece of shit. Pushing trash to kids.
Watch it. I don't sell to no kids.
Give me the shit. I want you to know because of you. I'm hooked on this shit.
I warned you, man. I told you it was addictive.
You know what, Marlon? I'm gonna personally see to it that you get exactly what you deserve. Remember I told you there's some good left in the world? You'll see. I've always seen optimism in life. The joy. I've always found beauty. Until recently, that is. The earth itself is overflowing with elegance, sophistication, refinement. But those who inhabit it are far from the world on which they stand. The worst thing that ever could have happened to planet Earth. Human existence. The world flourished for millions of years, but now it rots, and the tenure of man is to blame. I will no longer tolerate the abuse I've endured from society. Society makes me sick.
During those 8 years, how many victims were there in all?
49.
We've become reliant on what we hear to determine what we think. News stations tell us what to believe, what to stand for. Advertisements tell us what we must have, what we cannot live without. All the while, we stray further and further from what truly matters.
How many of them were men?
None.
All women?
And children.
As we strive for progress in the war overseas, the one back home grows more unrelenting. Violence headlines every front page. Duress lines every street corner. As the masses turn desperately to a single man to suppress an age-old quandary of inequality. The world should be ashamed of itself. It's become a frightening place. No place for a child. No place for innocence.
I bound their hands behind their backs. And then I strangled them.
Did you rape them?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
The fate of evil is predetermined. Junkies, whores, rapists, they'll all burn in hell. But what will the fate of a vigilante be? I suppose there's only one way to find out. I've seen the worst in man. I know what the world needs. It needs protection. It needs a hero. Someone to end the affliction, to stop the bleeding. Someone to show the scum that they've only existed because we've allowed them to. Someone to give the filth what they deserve. Someone who'll stand for this. Not a second longer. There's no turning back. My mind's been made. I consider the execution of the journey I'm soon to embark on a sacrifice to all of mankind. As the soul soon to be taken from them will not be of a loss, but of a tremendous gain. Man is capable of anything once he's lost his conscience.
Doors open. Come on, Tito. Tito, I'm busy!
Hey, Nix, how you doing? What are you doing here so early?
You wanna go outside? Like some privacy.
Nix, where are we going?
Listen, Marlon, I feel bad about what happened. You're only trying to help. It wasn't your fault.
You don't have to say that. That's nice of you to say. But you don't have to say that.
No, I feel awful about what happened. I got you something over here to show you how sorry I am.
Okay. Did you know that marijuana is a valuable aid in the treatment of a wide variety of clinical applications? These include pain relief.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Speak into the recorder. I don't care what you say. Just say it. Say anything. Just say it. Say it. Say it. Say it! I don't understand. I can't. That's it. That's all I needed. Feel my pain. You realize things you never have before when seeing them for the last time. The world looks different, similar to the way I remember seeing it as a child. Clean, safe, untouched. not afraid. This tape is meant to be shared with the world. It's meant to serve as my vindication. I hope that my story inspires you. I hope that my actions have given you hope. I hope it provokes all of mankind to leave the world a better place than when they found it. But most importantly, I hope that you finally stop living in fear. Sometimes it takes a man with nothing to lose to start a revolution. But a man with nothing to lose has nothing to live for. And I myself cannot live with that burden. There's good left in the world. There really is.
Sanchez. What's this kid's name again? Detective Nix. You don't know how sorry I am for your loss. Tommy, your brother left behind a recording. Seems he used it like a diary. Towards the end of the recording, he admits to killing 4 people prior to taking his own life. He told us who they were, where they worked, where they lived, and where he left their bodies. I sent a couple of men out this morning to locate them, but there were no bodies. The only person your brother killed was himself.
I took a ride over to the place where your brother worked and questioned the owner. He told me that in his 20 years of owning that theater, he's never had a night manager and never employed anyone by the name of Frank. In the recording, your brother claimed that he met someone for coffee every morning after his shift. I spoke to the waiter who works the graveyard shift. He said Jacob never had company and was always by himself.
He'd been seeing a girl for the last few months, so I stopped by her apartment. But it was empty. The landlord told me that he rented the place out to Jacob several months ago and never saw anyone else coming and going from the unit. We found a huge amount of film in your brother's apartment. I went to the place where he got it developed and questioned the owner. He said that one night while processing some of Jacob's film, something unusual caught his eye, and he couldn't help taking a closer look.
What was it, sir?
Yeah, my friend. He's my friend. What's so hard to believe about that? We got you that goddamn coffee, didn't we? I don't know what happened, Frank. She works late. Besides, that's what I got you for. Marnie, you're the most interesting person I think I've ever met. Mix. Why don't you take my phone calls? Don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Marlon, I feel bad about what happened.
You know something's wrong? Thought we had something.
I thought I was good for you, but you are so worthless. I think I was one of those piece of shit.
You know, because of you, I'm hooked on this shit.
That you
You got me?
These people didn't exist. They weren't real. Not one of them. Tommy, do you know the man in this picture? Your brother claims this man had been following him for the past couple of months.
Where did you find this?
In your brother's apartment. So you know the people in the picture?
Yeah, that's me there on the left, and my little brother Jacob there on the right.
The man in the middle?
That was the father. The day this picture was taken was the last time we ever saw him. He shipped out and was killed in combat a couple of weeks later. From what I remember, he was a good father. He and Jacob had this special bond. They loved movies. I hated them. My brother was a war hero, you know. He was a POW for 8 months. They tortured the poor kid every day for 8 months, and he told them nothing. And when he got home, I've never been so happy in my whole life. You know, I quickly realized that he wasn't the same. He looked like Jacob, and he sounded like Jacob, but it wasn't him. They killed him. His body came home, but it was already gone.
Again, my deepest condolences. Tommy, I'm going to do whatever I can to keep this quiet. There will be an ongoing investigation. I can't stop that, but I can promise you that I will do everything to keep this as low-key as possible.
And, the reels, sir?
Well, I don't know anything about any reels, Tommy. But if I did, I'd say they've been taken care of.
Thank you, sir. For everything. Lieutenant? Can I hear the tape?
Speak into the recorder. I don't care what you say. Just say it. Say anything. Just say it. Say it. Say it.